Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Doujinshi here once again with another episode of HenTAI Reviews, the only series where our budget is just as small as it was, but we're slowly getting better. Mostly because I'm trying to figure out some things and I'm a dumbass, so forgive the low quality. It's temporary, I swear. Now, on to the video. This video consists of a second episode of episode 2 of the series that I had already done, and had given a decent score for what it was, but mostly out of nostalgia for the fact that it was one of the very early ones that I had gone through. Ooh, the series, of course, I'm talking about is Nageki no Kenkou Yuuryuouji. Episode 2. If I fucked up the name, how many times do I have to say it? I'm white. Now, that being said, Episode 2 consists of the makings of which by our lovely friends over at Pink Pineapple, running at 26 minutes and 49 seconds long, with a total of 13 categories, the notable tags of which are BDSM, plot, and tentacles. Oddly enough, this is one of those ones where the categories don't really change from series to series, or if they do, certain ones are left behind. And so when I wrote this, I definitely put tentacles as one of the notable tags, but they are surprisingly lacking in this episode. But nonetheless, let's continue. Episode 2 starts off with... The episode opens with a mysterious girl riding a motorcycle. That then transitions into a public pool where the main character and her boyfriend are currently swimming and having a great time. Main character being the returning character from the previous episode, of course. The main character then runs into a friend of hers who is also a well-known lesbian. It points that out specifically, so I guess she just started screaming it at people. She's a well-known lesbian. How does everybody know that? She told everybody very loudly. There was an announcement, it was a whole thing, it was a party, let's keep going. That being said, and after introducing the two, the boyfriend then leaves the screen for a little bit of time, or at least is above the pool line, so that he's never really privy to any of the things that are going on. Of course, a female main character and a lesbian being introduced, of course this leads into some weird sexual tension between the characters, mostly on the side of the lesbian. And I'm just going to refer to her as the friend, because calling her the lesbian is kind of weird given the fact that a lot of girls in this have sex with other girls, so let's continue on. That being said, the friend starts to get a little handsy in the pool underneath the water so nobody can see, in which case she continues to make advances. And the main character is, not exactly, okay with this. Yes, it's in that porno sort of way where they slowly start to become okay with it, but start out as like, fucking stop. That's kind of the vibe you get when you're going along with a lot of this. Yes. It then transitions to the main character being back at her own house, where the friend arrives suddenly, uninvited I may add, and that's pretty rude. Continuing on to where the friend arrives and brings along some of her guests, compatriots, friends, other members of the gangbang. Now, afterwards, they invite themselves in, leading to a kind of a weird scene that gets brought up. But there is some notable things in which case it happens. Scene 1 starts at 7 minutes in and goes to 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Relatively short, but it takes a little bit to get to because they're trying to introduce a lot more. And I applaud them for their time. Now there is something weird that goes on that I did notice. It's weird censoring in this episode. The censoring in this episode is strange in the fact that there are multiple different ways that you can censor genitals in this art form that I've gone to become an expert at. there is the blurredness, there is the light behind it, so it kind of only gives off a silhouette, really, of it, and it doesn't really do much past that point. This one, however, every time a body part, an extremity, if you will, gets brought on to the screen, it's 100% black. Like, they took a pencil and just colored over it in, not pencil, in Sharpie, and just made it completely black. Like, you can't see it. There are some ways that they accentuate it, like when certain things go inside of the extremities, is they'll show white outlines of the things that go in and out, but overall, it's a strange way to do it. Anyway, but let's continue. Suddenly, the mysterious biker then appears at the end of the scene. As they're all consummating in a more frivolous way now, the mysterious biker appears at the home, not knowing that anything is going on, and it's revealed that once the biker takes off her helmet, it's the sister from the first episode, the one that had the hypnosis problem. The one that hypnotized her in the beginning, which is weird because the hypnosis is no longer a problem. Like, she still can't climax, if you will, but she also can't. But she also is not hypnotized where a single touch can immediately activate the entirety of it. It's a strange thing to retcon, since it was the whole reason of the first episode, but I guess plot is plot. And once she reveals herself, the friend who has invited herself over so rudely states that she is madly in love with the sister that has appeared. Given the fact that she is a hot biker chick. Who would have guessed that that's a good thing? The friend shows interest in the sister, but the sister is weirded out and heads back to her sister, which then leads into a pretty illicit scene between pretty much every single member as it slowly starts to incorporate certain people from 10 minutes and 40 seconds in to a point of 20 minutes in, to then again it ends at 22 minutes and 40 seconds in. Oh my god, this is a long fucking scene. It's 12 minutes long. Oh my god. The friend and sister engage in a so-called duel. The duel is consistent of whoever can get the main character off first is the winner. One of them kind of gets rough, and one of them kind of gets rough with her and with the main character, and she calls out for her mother, the landlady who is viewed as a mother in this scenario. But afterwards, the mother then fucking shows up in Ginyu Force fashion in half a second. Again, appearing as just matriarchal badass that appears, puts on a strap-on, and then fucks every one of these girls so fast and so ridiculous that it's downright comedic. And it is so fucking funny. I had to stop whatever I was doing just to watch the scene more times to see, like, what the fuck was going on. Let's continue. So, they all then convene and get a better understanding of how the relationship was supposed to be working, and they kind of work each other out after a little bit. And then they go all night until morning. The main character then states that she's back to not being able to finish in any way, shape, or form. But then again, that's kind of what the series is about. So, let's get going to the pillars that lead to the overall. Starting with the animation. The animation has improved in quality. This is the first fucking time it is improved in quality. How many times has it gotten worse with the second episode? Oh, but damn, it is well done, and it's the older style that can be done quicker due to heavier line drawings, but it somehow looks so much better. God damn. It comes out as a 9 out of 10 when it comes to the animation. Oh my god, I love it. The characters. More depth in each returning character has been added, and I am so fucking grateful. An 8 out of 10, definitely. 8 for each character. There's more to them, and they can only go up from here. I'm so happy that it's happened. And what we're all here for. The plot. The plot takes a while to get going, roughly 7 minutes, but when it gets going, it fucking goes. And it only gets better as it goes on. 8 out of 10 for it. There were a few things missing from each one that keep it from a 10 out of 10, but god damn. And the overall, better than the original. Oh my god, the series bursts past the nostalgia into a legit good episode. That's a good shit. That's the good shit right there. Watch this series, I implore you. Now, on to our closing remarks. I know we went from like here to here, but closing remarks are in order. Thank you to everybody that's been a part of this. We're still at 33, and I feel like we can get higher. We can reach 100, and I'm gonna be happy with whatever we have, because I love doing this. Thank you to everybody that's been here, and remember, don't be a dick, there's too many of them. Have a nice day, wash your fucking hands. Until next time, I have been the doctor. I'll see my patients later. Peace.